Welcome back to episode 7 of our Fallout 4 playthrough. Let's get started.
People of the Commonwealth,
Whoa!
do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful. We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
Jeez. Oh, I wonder where this door goes. Damn, that thing is big. Is there any more turrets? Oh yeah, right there. Is that it? Alright, Diamond City. Oh, it's a red rocket. See if another one I can take over. No, there's some good stuff here. $24. Filling station. Yo, what you doing, man? Freaking me out. It's a dead guy. There he is. There he is. Hey. Oh, that's a good shot.
Fine. Blood packs.
Ooh. Dirty water. Are these landmines armed? Nope. Sweet roll. Padding helmet. Go. Whoa. Like no note or anything? This looks like a note scene. Second floor. Nothing pertinent. Alright. Let's look around here. Yeah, these guys generally don't travel alone. Problem solved. Ew. Error, error. Creepy. Padded blue jacket. Faded visor. Huh. There's more barrack seats up. What up, dog?
Damn.
That was weird. What the hell is that? relay tower. Radar signal found. Civil alert system broadcast. What? I can barely hear that signal. I got a level. Let's use it. Radar signal lost. I can't hear it. What in the world is going on here? Okay.
Well, Nikki Valentine walks into my office for a change.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
Kellogg kidnapped my son, handed him over to the Institute.
I need some
I'm going
shades
to
that
find
look
them
cool.
and make them regret what they've done to me.
The Institute. Oh boy. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg? Huh.
Whatever you're thinking, it doesn't matter.
I blew him up.
He's dead.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't gonna go quietly the moment I saw him.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
Doesn't matter what he knew. I'd kill him again in a heartbeat.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Doctor Amari, the mind behind the memories.
There's no way that could ever work.
Stay with me on this. We get a piece of Kellogg's gray matter and take it to Amaury. Then we see if she's got the goods to pull this off.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
I'm gonna need a really sharp ice cream scoop.
I'm sure you'll manage.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... Who's coming with you?
I have to go to the memory den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amaury. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
Does it really matter? If you're going anyway, so I can go with Piper.
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there, Nick.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
And by the way, at some point, you owe me an interview. I want to hear how this whole story got started.
Let's go.
Public is here. Pull the wool out from under your eyes.
I don't care about your propaganda, kid. Have anything close to it? I do. Let's go. Oh, shit.
Let's get this over with, shall we?
Did it throw? Oh shit, watch that face.
Gonna be your last mistake.
Probably should be using those grenades on those guys.
On the ways.
Anything good on these guys? Nope. Should actually drop off. At the checkpoint. Where's this place at? Oh, come on.
Hey, something...
Hope you like 'em big and dumb.
Who just shot me?
What was that?
Yes.
Interesting. Oh, shades of my life. Oof. Gunner harnessed.
That's one way to keep out uninvited guests.
Patrolman glasses, dirty armor fatigues. Ooh. Oh, hello. Anything over there like that? Interesting. I'm gonna have to come back here and probably go through this this building. I'm definitely equipping these sunglasses real quick. Patrolman sunglasses? Let's see which. He's gonna let me look. Let's go. God bless the doohickey. It's a dead guy. Multiple dead guys. I'll take their ammo. Good neighbor.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
What was that? I couldn't hear over the sound of all that pathetic. You hand over everything you got in them pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Whoa, time out.
I don't like those glasses.
Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap. Good to see you again, Nick.
Hancock?
What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go.
You soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new mayor.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something.
Kill him.
Yes!
Now, why'd you have to go and
You.
say that, huh? Breaking my heart.
Why didn't you
over
let me do
here.
that?
You all right, brother?
I'm fine. Thanks for taking care of it.
Yeah.
Good. Now don't let this incident taint your view of our little community. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, I feel you.
Good. You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So long as you remember who's in charge.
I'm gonna take this guy's stuff.
Free for the taking.
Yep.
A new player in Good Neighbor. Hello, little pawn. Welcome to our fun and games.
Brotherhood of Steel. Better stay out of Good Neighbor. All I'm saying.
Well, well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have
Totally.
walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Totally looks like a whorehouse. Do I need to talk to her? No.
Doctor Amari?
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
I mean, technically, the corpse was defiled already.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute,
I love the
Amari,
sarcastic answers.
the biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
So the brain is still good, right?
Possibly. There's no sign of decay, so the tech is probably preserving the tissue. injecting some kind of compound to keep it stable. But there's no way to access the memories inside without a compatible port.
You're talking about me, right? I'm an old synth. If the Institute built me out of similar parts, we might have an in.
There could be long-term side effects. I don't know where to even begin with listing the risks.
Don't bother. I don't need to hear them. Plug me in, Doc.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
How do you lock memories?
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Think of it like computer encryption, and we don't have the password. Let's see. A single mind wouldn't be able to crack it.
Try password.
But what if we use two?
No.
We load both you
1, 2,
and
3,
Mr.
4.
Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Nick and I are gonna share a mind? Yeah, I'm not gonna see him in any compromising positions, am I?
If a smart mouth was all it took to solve problems, we would have found your son by now.
No. You won't have to worry about that. The only memories you'll access are the ones in the implant.
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Please stand by. What you doing? Just watching?
Initiating
It's all in your
brainwave
paper,
migration
huh?
between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
I'm standing by.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying
Remember,
to sleep.
you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
That's a good one. I have
There.
that one.
Try that one.
Okay.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to
Seattle.
give it a chance.
San
I
Francisco.
finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know
How
what
did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know,
I found another memory.
they
to try.
died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me. Oh, we'll pay you.
And you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it. So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be
Mr.
getting
Kellogg.
closer.
I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do.
as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately.
He's ugly.
This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748. Initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk
Mostly
about after
intact.
all.
Connecting now.
Cryogenic stasis.
Oh.
Suspended.
We know how this one plays out.
Vault computers are still working. That's good.
What up, dude?
Checking through the logs. Hopefully.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Piper's really done it this time. I mean, I'm not saying she's right, but...
Just refer to Piper. Nothing up here. Nothing there.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that
Everything
we were
freezes
bait
but the
for
ceiling
our
fan.
friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate.
If anything like this had ever happened before, I've never heard of it. Maybe a sign that the old man was losing his grip. Finding someone in the glowing sea wasn't gonna be any picnic.
No.
I never expected an Institute egghead to give me so much trouble.
Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
What?
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
I'll find a way to get through the rats. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up.
Thank you.
He's waiting for you upstairs.
Alright dudes, that's going to be it for today's video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode.